I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth and its divine energy essence of it all. Reporting to you live from nowhere other than you know it, dimension number 5, and I'm here with the wisdom in the wind that's here to tell you where it all begins on the new moon. This is a new moon, happy new moon in Capricorn, and I've been sitting out here for a few. I didn't even fix up myself. This is one of my raw moments. I've been sitting out here since around 2, 3 something Eastern time, um, where the new moon was a little bit more exact. And when I saw the time, I actually saw 222. It was like 222. That's around the time of the new moon in exact conjunction. And sure enough, when I looked, I saw 28 degrees. When I checked my, I got to listen to the wind because, we in this throat chakra season, and the throat chakra is about, that fifth element, the etheric, the atmospheric body. So I was just out here putting my portal palms up and just doop, 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 like antennas catching the wisdom in the wind. Greetings, Clay. Welcome to this great display of wisdom in the wind, throat chakra season, where it all begins. And this new moon in Capricorn is at 28 degrees. That's what I was going to say. When I checked the degrees, it was saying they were like just moments apart. Sun and moon, 28 degrees, and about 40 something seconds, minutes, whatever they call that. One said 44, which was the sun, and one said 47, which was the moon, because the moon moves faster than the sun. By now, it's probably already about to be 29 degrees, right? At about 5 something Eastern time, the moon will have moved into Aquarius. So, just as it has been for the past 3 months, and I didn't even recognize this. The past 3 months, I knew last month it was 28 degrees. The past 3 months, we've been having a new moon at 28 degrees, and it's 28 degrees for these months as well. Um, so it's aligned with, and I'm going to talk about this some more, but it's definitely aligned with the cosmic messenger, third eye atlas, as it travels along this path within the 6 month windows. The last 3 months would have been um, October, November, December, and then we're going to have Capricorn, Aquarius, and I believe Pisces. I'm going to double check. New moons at 28 degrees. So what are we saying? From September to March, the 6 month window that we've been in, this 28 degrees is highlighting the 2 and the 8 is a 10. We are in the year of 10. 5D, those of us who have the 5D calendars, we've been at a universal year of 10 this whole year, right? Since March, because we're in 2017. That is a universal year of 10. For those who are still abiding by the 3D calendar, they just entered the their 10 universal year of 2026. So, and this 3 month window right here is where we all are bridging the gap. We are all at universal year of 10 right now. Third 3D is just entering. 5D, those of us who are more on a fifth dimensional level, we are exiting. This is a closure. New beginnings for 3D, closure for 5D. And we're closing out, we're wrapping up. What is this new beginning? What is the 10? And new moon. You hear all the new, and new. New moon at 28 degrees. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let that wisdom come on in. Doop, 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 doop. Portal palms up. I know a lot of people might be like, she cray cray. But that's okay, because when they say I'm cray cray, it tell me who you be and what you say. So I know where to let you stay at bay. Ashe? So, this new moon is saying a lot about the new beginnings. The 2 and the 8, 28 degrees, new beginnings. 1, where are we beginning? What is happening? And this is in new moon in Capricorn. The principles of Capricorn: accountability, responsibility. What is it that is being highlighted to us in the earth? And for those with the 5D calendar, we call it, instead of Capricorn, Set. Right, taking it back to Kemet in our returns to Kemet, and Set is the god of the underworld, and not for doom and gloom, but it is for us to understand where we are held in the underworld. What have we held in the underworld? It's time to bring it to the surface. It's time to face it, as we have just entered the winter season with the winter solstice bringing us into Capricorn, bringing us into Set, because it's asking us to take a deeper look. It's asking us to go within and see where it all begins, right? Where it all begins, where is the sin, however you want to look at it, which the sin is just a mistake. Where did we miss the mark? What is it that I need to release? And what we're feeling in this transition, because this Capricorn season has been a stellium with our personal planets. And I've yet to do that video because I was in Jamaica, of course, and just got back. But a stellium, for those who don't know, are when 3 or more planets are in a sign. And we've had not just the sun in Capricorn, which the sun is the earth. So if we're talking about the planets, and when I mean the sun is the earth, I mean the sun is the earth's position from a solar perspective. So it is really the earth that is in Capricorn. The sun is shining the light for us on the gate of Capricorn. Okay? On the 10th gate of Capricorn, of Set, and the principles of accountability and responsibility. So not just the earth. Ooh, thank you. Like, keep blowing up my skirt. The not just earth. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors. Like, can I get a round of applause? That's what this is. Like, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's very loud. It's like a round of applause from the leaves. Not just earth, but Venus, Mars, Mercury, and now the sun and moon, right? In this alignment. The new moon is when they come together, they're in alignment. So as the sun is setting, the moon is right with it. It's moving across the sky with it. And what we're seeing at this particular time is what has been happening in this stellium with Venus, with Mars taking the initiative, Mars being matured in its passage, in its encounter with the cosmic messenger, has been upgraded, updated. So for those of us who are getting those codes with Mars, there is a mature aspect. You may be finding out now with yourself that there is a mature way about the war that is not really the war. Study war no more, because you're moving in wisdom, and the wisdom that tells you what is and what you are to take initiation with, take initiative with, what you are to be assertive with, in the love that lights the truth, not fighting wicked with wickedness, right? A demon can't destroy a demon, as my daughter would always say. So not taking negative to fight. We're not trying to throw blows and fight back. But this matured state of Mars in the earth is saying, let's get it done in the right way. It's saying, let's take initiative. Let's move in our wisdom, in the principles of what we are to be accountable for, what we are to be responsible for. What is that is showing up for you? That opposition, as we are in, this month of Capricorn Set. What is coming from the underworld? What is coming up beneath from the underworld that is saying, hey, this is the wisdom. This is how we're going to face this. Not fight it, because we can't fix it unless we face it, not fight it. That's what the matured Mars aspects is taking the lead and saying. And then Venus is coming in with her matured beauty and highlighting the aesthetics of truth, beauty, and goodness. And not just for aesthetics, as I said, but for not just for shits and giggles, not just to feel good, but the beauty. Her maturity is saying there's beauty in this wisdom. There is beauty in this thing that doesn't feel so good. Right? I fucks with y'all. And I say you cray cray. Cray cray all day day. I shay. Right? War is an illusion. There is only love. Exactly. And that's what we have to do to remove the confusion, is understanding that there is love. There is only love that lights the truth. And it is for us to recognize that and re-recognize it over and over again, because love is the only thing that can transmute the fear-based thoughts and feelings into the reality of the true time reality of what is. Love is that only avenue. So it is for us to study war no more, but do what? Walk in wisdom. To do what? Find peace, beauty, harmony. Find your strength in love. That is what Venus is saying. Find your strength in the love frequency that brings you the beauty. The peace that surpasses all understanding is beautiful. Because you don't have to try to wrap your mind around it. You don't have to try to understand it in your capacity. You don't have to try to get the details. Let go of the ego's desire to feel included, to have its own way, to have an understanding. Right? The ego's understanding is not true understanding. The ego's understanding, the misappropriated ego's understanding, only wants to understand to have its way. It only wants to know the details so that it can manipulate, to have the control of the illusion, to still keep you in confusion. So this new moon is bringing us down to earth. Capricorn, the earth sign, where the moon meets the sun and says, here, the moon being your inner world, your feelings, your energy in motion, the motions, the motion to move. And I read something today where was so profound about what someone was writing about the motions, and I can't remember all of it, but it spoke to me in such a deep truth resonance that highlights that our motion, the physical, the spiritual aspect, the invisible aspect is the motion, is the currency, is the wind that you're seeing. There's wind currents moving about that is moving all of the energy where it needs to go. The motion is that invisible realm that is needing to be embodied in the physical realm. It is a motion for physical embodiment, comprehension between the mind-body complex. And this is what we are gathering in this next level. And the wind is just, woo, like I'm damn near shivering. Like I feel like this. So I know I can't be out here too long. I'm about to go in and get some warm. Let me see. How did we get caught up in the terminology of spiritual warfare instead of spiritual love? Because human concept sees war. Because when we see opposition, and aggressive opposition at that, it looks like war. And so in the spiritual realm, which is the unseen realm, there is an opposing position. There is opposition that is happening energetically in the unseen realm. And it's this battle. And this battle within is the battle without. It's a battle of sin. Right? And it is highlighting this opposition aggressively. And so there goes the warfare. This is where all we knew was war. And this comes from the age of the ram, where the ego, this is what the ego poses a threat as. The misappropriated ego sees everything as war. Right? In wisdom, we will see the opposition as a part of the grand design that is here for us to transcend. It is a part of the divine matrix and the assimilation. The demiurge is a part of the assimilation, but wisdom tells us that. Misappropriated ego says that's the devil. We got to fight it. It is warfare. But wisdom tells us this is love in expression. And it is when you transcend that opposition, then you find more love. So yes, it should be a spiritual love fair rather than a spiritual warfare. But our terminology has been misconstrued because of what we understood and where we come from. Those who know better do better. And now that we know, we can now say it's spiritual love. But even when you say it, some won't get it because they're going to be like, what do you mean? It's war happening out here. They look into 3D capacity through the 3D scope and they see war. But again, the wisdom says study war no more. The wisdom helps you to transmute what is seen with these two eyes as war to be known with this eye as love. As an opportunity to transmute in love. And when we start to see challenges as opportunities rather than an opposition, then we rise to the occasion. We rise in our spirit. We become the Sahu. H-U, which another thing I saw today was so beautiful. Ashe, Ashe. Another thing that I saw that was beautiful, misappropriated ego sees everything as war. That hit my soul. Ashe, peace, love and light. Glad to share that with you. And that's just as Spirit gave it to me. I can't even say I had that stored up somewhere. as Clay asks, that's just how it came. And it's a lesson to me. As I'm saying it to you, it's a mirror effect that is happening to me as well, and helping to answer what is happening. And this is why we have to rise in the Sahu, which is the word I was saying, hue. It was a word they saw as human, hue meaning formation of light or hues of light, and man meaning the manifestation. But I saw HU as hue, this formation of light that goes with the word Sahu for those of us who are comedically inclined. Sahu is spiritual awareness, and the Sa, S-A, is spirit or the breath of life. Ooh, hear that wind. Come on with it, wisdom. And so Sa, S-A, being the breath of life, and the Hu is the form of light. So it's the breath of life, the breath, the spirit being brought into formation of light. Ooh, ooh. Let me just take it in. Ooh, I gotta love this. This is just really even highlighting the throat chakra season. Like usually, this is even different from me. Usually I like to sit out here in the sun and get my light codes. I love feeling the light codes. But there's something with this new moon energy that is just bringing about the wind. And I'm just getting all these wind codes. And it was reminding me, Spirit was like, yeah, sit down. I get it that your sun is not out here. It's time to do something different. This is what the new moon is bringing to you. And it brought to me to find the beauty in it. Here's the Venus, finding the beauty in what is usually different or opposing for us. Was saying, listen to the wind. Listen to the wind and get your wind codes. And then it was reminding me that we are in the throat chakra season. Hello, the atmospheric body, let the wind blow. And as I sat out here right before meditating, or what within meditation, hearing myself inviting the energies in to the divine, and I was connecting into the earth, into my earth chakra and the earth portal. And I share this with you for whoever it may be, that as you do connect with your earth portal, to ask for the portals through time within the dimensions of your mind to unlock the secrets of the cosmic design. within the infinite nine. That's how it came to me, and that's how I'm sharing it with you. So whoever gets that, take it, move with it. That's what you can do as you tap into the energies, as you're grounding your bare feet into the earth if you can, and really connecting with your earth chakra that's opening the portals of time, meaning all of your past lives, all of your ancestral lineage, because information is passed through your DNA, through your lineage. Whether you like it or not, the good, bad, or ugly, because even that ugly, even that opposition that is within our families, that a lot of us that are generational curse breakers that are getting a fight for, we chose that fight because it's a part of the assimilation of the spiritual love fair to bring us to our Sahu. Ooh, and here's the wind. To bring us to our spiritual welfare. Ashe. And so I share that with you on this beautiful new moon day. There's so much to get. I'm going to do a video about it, but I just felt the need to do an impromptu while I'm sitting out here getting the wind codes and being able to share those wind codes with you. And there's more information that I'll definitely share. We have some workshops that will be coming up. We also have the retreat that is coming up in March. So for those of you that have given into the retreat from last year, please step forward, email me, remind me that you're ready at akilatextry@gmail.com, and I'll be giving more information about that retreat coming up. It will be in March, so you have a little bit of time. Don't spend out your income tax. As I was telling somebody, hey, as soon as you get your income tax, put that towards your retreat. Make sure you are a part of the retreat, right? Today was windy this side too. See, messages was flooding in, right? Ashe, ashe. So I know it's not just me. As I sat out here, I was like, this is not a coincidence, and I know it's not just me. The winds are moving. The wisdom in the wind is bringing us within and letting us know where we truly begin. The beginning. 28 degrees is a 10. New beginnings. And I'm going to speak to us more about this 10, because 10 is the 1 through 9 and back again. Okay? 1 through 9 and back again. Always reminding you of the 0 point. To begin again, the 1 and the 0. The 1 is the new beginning and the 0 is the 0 point, which is a 0 point between the negative and positive. So what is it that we need to balance out within the negative and positive? And everyone's is going to look different, so I can't give particular numbers, but I had a dream last night actually that was speaking about coming from the negative into the positive. But you have to know the mathematics of what you are balancing. How much are you in the negative? You have to math that out so you can see how much positive you need to bring you to the 0 point, which is the birth, coming out the birth, the 0 into the new beginning. Make it make sense where it makes sense for you, however that shows up. But that's just how it came to me. And so one more thing I'm going to say before I go, because I'm starting to tremble with all this wisdom. This wisdom, like I'm literally having all the cold bumps, which is probably, I call that goosebumps or truth bumps. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, like my skin is literally feeling this wisdom. Thank you. One of the things I want to showcase or highlight, and I'm going to show you the colors that stood out to me today, because today, as I work with the chakras, let the wisdom speak. As I work with the chakras, the chakra infusion for today, it's a heart chakra day on the new moon. And being that it's Sunday, it's a sacral day. So it's a heart sacral day is what I would call it. And for those of you who are not familiar with it, if you haven't been in any of my workshops, what I would say is if you're going to meditate with these chakras, I would suggest to put your left hand on your heart, to receive from your heart what you need to unlock, to remove any judgments, any unforgiveness, any grief, any imbalances in the heart, to free that up and allow the heart to flow with pure love and light and wisdom and understanding, willing to get your will and understanding in the right place, which represents the sun and moon, by the way. The heart represents the sun and moon, will and understanding. The sun is will and the moon is understanding. So, woo, okay. And so put your left hand, if you can, close your eyes. Maybe pull up a meditation, a sound meditation that is, you can just put it in YouTube. It'll pop up. You can put in heart sacral combo meditation and see what comes up. And put your left hand on your heart. As you breathe in, imagine inhaling all that you need to gain from the heart, receiving with that left hand. Put your right hand on your sacral and imagine that pouring. Imagine that when you breathe in from the heart and hold your breath for for about a 2-4 count. Hold it. And in that hold, imagine the exchange that is happening, like capillaries in the blood. It's an exchange. Ooh, let the wind tell it. It's like an exchange. And so holding the breath allows for the exchange. So inhale, left hand on the heart, whatever needs to come out. And on the hold, imagine that exchanging and turning over into the positive empowered aspects of the heart, so you can pour that into the sacral with your right hand on your sacral and pour that. And the heart regulates the emotional body, by the way. The heart regulates the emotions, so it's perfect alignment. Allow that heart to regulate the emotional body, which is the sacral. So having that right hand, the right hand is the masculine, right side is masculine energy, left side is feminine energy. So it's giving, right? You receive with the left, you give with the right. So put the giving onto your sacral, right? And just to highlight what that is doing, right? Imagine if I were mine. If you were mine. Okay. Peace, love, and light. Welcome in. Hearts, hearts, hearts right back at you. Imagine if. Imagination is a good faculty too. So image your nation with truth. Image your world, right? And as you say that, I just heard we're all belong to each other, right? We're one mind consciousness. Life is what you make it. So you're seeing a reflection of you in me, and the image is imaging, and that nation is being made within you. It's already there, right? So take that where it works. So what I'm going to share with you is the colors that I saw for today is orange, just as I told you about the sacral, and pink is what you're going to see green, because green are the leaves, right? Green is around us. Green is the colors of the earth. The heart represents the earth. Every letter in heart is an earth. So the heart is the earth chakra, right? The planet that is aligned with your heart is the earth and its luminaries, which is the sun and the moon. So you're going to see green and you're going to see pink. Now, pink is also, that's why rose quartz is good for the heart chakra, because pink is also for the heart. Even though it's green, I always say turn that when you get deep into the heart, deep love, it becomes pink, because pink is the link, and the link is in the pink. And that means it can link anything. Pink is when you have Pink is when you have true self-actualization in the heart. You have self-actualized and you have unified. You have, what is this other word that I'm looking for besides unified? Stabilize. It stabilizes when you unify in that way, and it is helping to connect. So that's why the link in the pink is so important. So the colors I saw in my heart garden on heart chakra day, according to the new moon, right, is orange and pink. So I'm going to show that to you all right now. going to go closer to it. So you see the orange. You see the pink. This is the heart chakra garden. I got to fix it up, weed it out a little bit. And the pink is up here. And I was noticing it, that it's blossoming more. My bougainvilleas are finally blossoming. So there's the pink, right? And then the orange was very bright and vibrant when the sun was out. So we're seeing that chakra infusion even in the flowers. See, colors are information. Okay? Colors are codes of information. It's not just, ooh, pretty colors, like the rainbow. That rainbow is the rainbow inside you. So colors are codes of information within you. So when I see the colors, it represents the energy centers, the chakras, and they're bringing to life something in you. All right? Ashe, that's right. Pink is in the link, and the link is pink. So take that and let it resonate where it does. And there's so much more. Like, I had so much information out of today just from speaking with my daughter, just from highlighting how we are to move away from the pain bodies within us. So whatever has been coming up, I ask you to work with your energy centers. Allow that link in the pink to bring you to the true energy in motion in your sacral. Let that heart regulate your emotional body, that is simply your energies and emotions, and allowing your feelings to indicate and bring information and true perspective into your awareness, into your sahu, your spiritual awareness, which is your risen light, your risen formation of light, risen spirit into the formation of light. So allow that Capricorn, remember, it represents that set, and that set is set tripping. And so we have to be willing to move from that pain body. As I was explaining to my daughter, allow space for correction. Whatever is correcting you, whatever is the opposition, is a correction. And allow yourself to receive the correction. The problems that we have in our ego is that the ego wants to hold on to the pain. The ego thrives on the power of pain. There's power in pain for the ego. And so it wants to hold on to that, which blocks you from becoming empowered. It blocks you from embodying the truth and recognizing the truth. This is why they say the truth sets you free, because when you recognize the truth, it helps you to release the grip of the misappropriated ego. And this is what we're moving through as we go through Capricorn and have responsibility and accountability. It's helping you to say, hey, this has come to the surface and we need to release this. We need to see that this no longer serves us. Whatever we're fixated on having it a particular way, this is how the misappropriated ego shows up, because you have hurt, because you have pain. There's something that hurt you. The demon inside is only an unhealed wound. That's it. So what is it that is unhealed? Which means what it is that is hurting you, which means what is the pain that you have been carrying in your body, in your life, world, and affairs, that has been coming from even a past life. You might say, well, all my life, because it comes from a past life. And you're being given the opportunity in this life, in this dispensation, to handle it. It's not unfair. Life is very fair. This is something I had to keep repeating to myself as a person who grew up saying, this is not fair. Life is very fair. The universe is very fair. It is giving us what we need to transcend through our will and our deeds. It is very, 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 very fair, no matter how it feels. Trust the universe, trust the you in the universe that chose to have this experience in this assimilation, to know that this is exactly what you need, so that we're not inundated with misconstrued desires and greed. It becomes greed, and we disguise it as a need. We tell ourselves it's a need, but it is really misconstrued greed. Ashe, the ego will kill the flesh rather than lose control. Yes, and this is where, in a Jamaican culture where they say don't cut off your nose to spite your face, it's just to have control. It will do that. It will. And that's why we have to be willing to have an ego death experience, because the ego death is when you are actually killing the flesh yourself. And we mean killing those carnal thoughts. When we say flesh, it's not literally killing yourself, it is killing the carnal desires. That is a part of the assimilation in this field, in this realm, that we're simply here to transcend, to find your strength in love. Love is that love that lights the truth. Love lights the truth. Love lights the truth. Love always lights the truth. So to be in the love frequency is to light. Ashe.